HHDG.
Peace, HHDG. We are on another episode of HHDG Media, the podcast. As always, big salute to everyone that's been tuning in, liking, sharing, speaking on it, and definitely giving me some proper insight that I'm actually doing something worthwhile for the music and the culture. And not just me, sorry, HHDG Media Inc. So big salute to everyone that's always tuning in through our YouTube channel as well as our Facebook group. As always, you can go to our website, hhdgmedia.com, which you can see on the bottom banner. We have the music, previous written interviews, our merch, and also upcoming events. And as I just mentioned, our company, HHDG Media Inc., Rock Vader KB, T. Smith, The Man, Skelly Top, and myself, Wiki. Salute. For tonight, we have an ill returning guest, along with a highly talented and enthusiastic producer who has some truly infectious beats from everything that I've heard. From the album that we're going to talk about, Flip Wilson, that dropped on July 4th on Bandcamp, and then everywhere else, July 11th. What I definitely like about the two is what they created together, their chemistry. And I feel that it was, sometimes it feel like they spontaneous, but they click together, so they know exactly the vibe that they wanted. And with this album also, I know that this is the first time that the producer we're going to present has done an entire project strictly off his flip. And if you haven't heard it yet, definitely go check it out, because he's got all bangers on there. And don't sleep on his neo soul production as well. I peeped what he got on SoundCloud. Now, as far as our returning guest, the man, always comes with the great energy, not just when he's speaking to the people on his live, but also through his music. Always relevant topics, always ingrained with the hip hop, for many, many years. And I love how it feels truly organic with their new album, how when the sample comes in, it sounds like the producer just put that on for him. He's like, let me see what you got with that. And then he just kills it with the lyrics. And this is what he's been doing for many, many years. And just in 2025 alone, the bangs that he dropped, like Four Finger Ring 2, the banger with fellow Six Man, Murder Megs, which was From Us With Love, and also with the Slovakian producer, S2, the track, The Good Parts. So, I mean, countless joints from the MC who goes by the name of Bad Seed. And we also, for the first time, and I'd like to introduce, repping Pittsburgh, Steel City, is Shade Cobain. Peace.
Peace.
What up?
How y'all doing?
Chilling.
Colin.
Good. Good to hear. Now, Shade, since this is your first time on here, I know 80s and 90s hip hop, that's your shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but as far as, the production, what got you, what was the songs that got you into it?
At the time, I gotta say, like, Low End Theory era, Tribe era. I started out as an MC, and I wanted those type of beats. And there was cats in the city but then I was young and I was broke, but I wasn't broke enough to grind and try to get my own equipment. So I would do my thing, get like the Gemini sampler with the button that had the like 16 seconds, have DR5, slow it down, going through the Gemini 4 track so the drums can sound like they went through an MP or something like that. But and then I just started learning from there. So it was just like the need. So I wanted that type of music. And I couldn't afford it, so I had to do it myself. And that's
That's
where
how
that
it
came
be.
from.
That's
That's
how
yeah,
it be.
a
So
necessity, yeah. And
Hmm.
then your true talent comes out because you're challenging yourself at the same time, and you find
Right,
out exactly what you're capable of.
right, right. And then after a while, it was just like rapping to me wasn't fun no more. Because I mean, I was after when I took production serious, I was like 25,
Okay,
and then it felt like 25-year-old me. I'm like, I said everything that I needed to say. I've been rapping since I was 17. I don't need to say much. And it was just like production. It was like every day I learned something new. You know what I mean? So, and that's where the addiction of making beats grew. And it's just been going on and on. Like this is like an everyday thing with me. Is I go to work, do my 55 hours a week, but I still spend 35 to 40 with music. It's a childhood thing that just keeps on going. So,
yeah, I feel that. Now I like what you do with your flips. You have your own signature name. You call it Cobainish flip,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and so tell us, about the how the name came to be and how you got your own signature instead of just saying remix or your producer name and remix.
Yeah. I mean, when I started my underground journey, it began with remixes. Um, I was on MySpace one day, and DJ Jamad used to do a series in Atlanta called Afromentals. And one day I was on some egotistical, like, oh, I can do it. Sent him, it was a remix of Love of My Life. Sent it to him, and it got played. And then after that, I got addicted to that type of rush. And then when I started doing remixes, I just like, I need a way to market it. And then during COVID, I used to just like take pictures and everything because that was the only thing you could do, take video, and I would name it a Cobainish flick. The Cobain is this. And then when it started coming to the music, I was like, I need something. And everybody calls it flip. Oh, I flipped this, I flipped that. I was like, let me just market that for myself, a flip, and then actually live by it. Because if I'm not flipping 80s, 90s hip hop with my original beats, I'm gonna be doing it with seed with 90 and 80s beats with today's rhymes. So that's the way I had to figure out, like, that's the marketing scheme, the flip. And then on top of that, Flip Wilson, period.
There it is, dope, dope. And I love how you mentioned on your Bandcamp, you use the word knockery, and
Mm-hmm.
your beats make your neck sore, which
Mm-hmm.
is actual fact. Even when I go check out what you're doing on your IG reels, yo,
Mm-hmm.
straight knocking. And I want this question is for both of you because Shade, you mentioned how the drums is the heartline of the music,
Right,
and that's a fact. It doesn't matter what they do now with drumless. It's still that's how it came. That's how it came up.
right, right. Um, Me with the drama, I just study the greats. Like I would me as long as I can remember listening to old like Park Jam, it was always the drums, the congas rocking, DJs just rocking that drum part. You know what I mean? Grew up with that.
The
And
breakbeats,
then
yeah.
like living in Pittsburgh, like Mailman was synonymous with drums. You know what I mean? Like that was the thing. And then hooking up with Dre, the drums, and then listening to
True.
Tribe and all that. It's just like that's I don't know. That's the groove. Like that's the first thing, and the only thing. I mean, it goes back to us in our ancestors. You know what I mean? Like the drum was a language to each other. You know what I mean? If you can't play the drum, you can't communicate. So I don't know. It's deep. It's deep with me when it comes to that. But see what how you.
For me, I feel like because I used to produce too. Like I'm very heavy into production. Like I love production. Shayda tell you.
Mhm.
Um, for me, on the rapper side, I don't care. Like it don't matter to me. Drums, no drums. I rap to a raindrop. Like you know what I'm saying? But let me give y'all this perspective though. Like I agree, I love drums, but there's some records that I've done that don't have drums that are some of my favorite records because of the feel of the bass line. Yo, think
Mhm.
about it. Think of
Yeah.
old records like Sly and the Family Stone. Matter of fact, we was gonna fuck with. We gotta revisit that and kind of
Yeah.
fuck with it. But we
Oh
we
yeah.
was fucking with If You Want Me to Stay for Flip Wilson.
Okay.
Now that beginning part, just that bass line part, a nigga could rap to that, and that's a record. I'm talking
Mhm.
about without
True.
the if you want me. Do, 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 do,
Mm-hmm.
do. That all it is he's keeping do, 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 do. What's driving that is the bass line. You could take that click out and it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I think the it just depends on the feeling, like of the record. Like Jay-Z
Mhm.
said it best once. You lead an artist in the room, artist or producer in the room, leave the door crack and let God in.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know?
Man, you was talking about those drumless tracks. You got Civil War.
Right.
True.
That
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I told you that's like one of my top three favorite seed
Right.
jams. Like, and
Shout
it
to
has
Nam Nitty.
no
He did the beat. Word.
yup, and it has no drums.
Yeah.
None.
I got
It
a
make
couple records with him with no drums that are my joints. Like again, it depends. Like I don't want to. Yeah, Murder Meg's in the building. I don't want to.
Misa.
I never really been one to stifle anybody's creativity. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? And tell somebody don't do that. You know what I mean? Because when they sit down to make that beat or sit down to write that rap, whatever's in their soul, they talking from their soul, bro.
Mm.
Like,
True.
that's from their soul. How you gonna tell somebody, yo, it might
Yeah,
not resonate with your soul.
yeah.
Good,
I
but
mean, that's dope how you touched on that. Like when we was doing souvenirs, like the hardest record to make, it was never you do this. It was like, can you? And we would sit there. I mean, it was like 2.5 days. We would sit
mm,
there and talk just to get that what it sounds like a simple melody.
right.
It took a minute
Yeah, it
to
took a
do.
minute to get it
And
to get it right. Yeah,
mm,
don't get it wrong. The original Shay sent me was so fire. Like I could put that shit on and just listen to it. But when you hear it,
Mhm.
it sounded like Shade was making it and just loving it and in his zone and
right,
like it wasn't
right,
it, it wasn't in a song form like you but
Right.
that's why you could listen to it like it's just bro, if you could put that version on an instrumental album, and bro, that shit would be
The
great
rap.
because of how it was. Like, bro, that feel I'm getting chills, bro. Like I
yeah.
almost hated that we had to edit it up to make it for a song, like because that shit was crazy how he was doing it, how he had it arranged. It was cool. Matter of fact, when I get off, when I get off, I
You all
gotta
ready
Right,
hear
for
that
it?
shit.
right.
Word, word. That boy Shay crazy,
That's ill.
boy. Yeah.
And see
Yeah.
the way the two of y'all talking right now, you could feel that. See when you're playing the album,
Mhm.
how that chemistry is with y'all.
Yeah. It was
Mhm.
easy. Like our chemistry was easy. I've known Shay for a long time. Like this ain't no we just linked up type shit.
Right.
Like I've known him
Right.
for a while, and he did some production for me, like on albums, a couple of albums already. Like he did 6 Million Stories on Four Finger
Yep.
Ring 2, which was also a flip of a Tribe Called Quest record.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Honey the Never in the building. What up? Um, he he
Yes.
um he did what's that
Paper
song?
planes joint.
Paper Planes, yeah, Paper Planes on Alpha. You know, so Shay, and I've known him way before that. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So Shay, I always knew Shade had that. Like I tell Shay all the time, he reminds me of a baby Pete Rock. Like I tell him
Mm,
all the time because I don't really look at Pete as I look at Pete as a musician. Like the way that he makes his music. Like honestly, like if I had to pick between him and Premier, like if I had budget for just one of them, like
mhm.
for one song, I'm picking Pete
Mhm.
because I think that it would be cliche to go with Preem, and I just think Pete would give you more of him in the beat than Preem. Preem would make a sing and put a hard drum to it, and here, you know what I'm saying? But I
I
think
mean,
Peter give you a bass line. Peter give you, you know, a change up. Peter give you
True.
something. You
yeah,
know. So
Pete definitely brought in the structure. Like, go back to like Girls They Love Me with Heavy D. You know what I mean? When
yeah,
it comes
yeah,
to Pete,
bro. Yeah,
like the
bro.
beats was different. The beats swang. Like
Yes.
people like to say like Teddy Riley was the inventor of New Jack Swing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pete Rock had that swing with Heavy D.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would, and he brought layering in, and it's just how Pete Rock like just makes his beats. They're layered. It's the drum, then it's
Yo,
the
Mecca in the
bass.
Soul, brother, is one of the illest fucking beats. It's very
Mm-hmm.
slept on. Yo, we gotta touch
Mm-hmm.
that. Pause. We got for
Mm-hmm.
volume 2. We gotta touch that. Like, yo, man, I remember hearing that for the first time. Um, Funk Flex played it. It was he played it. He was DJing for Lady B on WBLS. It was no Hot
Oh,
97, bro.
Mm.
And yeah, man, I remember hearing that there. I remember looking at the front door there for the first time. Like looking at the front door is one of the bro. That's
Yeah.
one of the greatest songs,
But look at the front door. Yeah. Oh yeah.
bro.
Hands
Large
down.
Professor with Breaking Adams is one of my top 3 rap albums.
Like
just amazing work.
that's crazy.
Period.
You bringing up these albums. Like those were the albums that I studied at that
I could
time.
tell.
Like
I could
Yes.
I
Yep.
tell.
like the Breaking Adams. I would listen to that every day, and I know Mecca and the Soul Brother. That was one album that I remember. It was a summer vacation down Virginia. I had my boombox, and that's all I would play. Like
Yeah.
my mom broke my Pete Rock tape because for 3 months straight, that's all she would hear.
But yo,
Like,
you remember the EP, All Sold Out?
mm-hmm.
I'm talking about that Mecca in the Soul, bro. The
Oh
song
yeah.
on that. And
Oh
and and
yeah.
and Good Life, the Horny Horn remix.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
What, nigga?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Like I see that in Shade. Like you know what I mean? Like that. Shay got that. Yeah, you know, it's a certain soul
Yep.
that son got.
Man,
I'm
it's the
glad you brought.
soundtrack to the culture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Period.
yeah.
Period. Like I
I
just
want.
want
I
to.
want to. I went through all your SoundCloud,
Mm-hmm.
about, I would say maybe a few weeks ago.
Okay.
But there's certain tracks on there, that I put back on replay, and I want to
Mm-hmm.
let the people hear that Doja Said So real quick.
Okay. Okay.
Me not hear nothing.
You don't hear nothing? All right, let
Me
me come
not
back
hear
to that.
nothing.
All right, let me come back to that.
Mm.
But that's one of the tracks, just like Higher, where I hear those different layers that you put into it.
Yeah.
And the transitions as well.
Yeah. What? Doing that, that was during COVID era. I was at my job and they just kept playing that Doja Cat song over and over and over again. I didn't really know who she was, but finding out like she was one of the top little chicks on the R&B hip hop commercial side. So I'm like, all right, let me flip it. And once again, I'm like, probably just on some, as much as I could say, the P Diddy, when you hear those type of jams, remixes on a mixtape, or P Diddy did them like with Total with different lyrics, it made people feel good. It didn't matter what type of mood you was in. So why
But
not?
you
Who
know
got the
what? Not to cut you off.
Mhm.
That's how you know Shade is ill. Because he refers to songs as jams. He calls them jams, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
Mhm.
like yo, it's different. Like you know what I mean? Like the approach is different. The lingo is different.
Mhm.
Shade will call you a jive turkey probably. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I want beats from a nigga that would call me a straight up jive turkey, nigga. Cause that's a certain soul. Well, you are like kind of like Isaac Shades, right?
Isaac
Right,
Shade.
right, right.
You
Nice
feel
one.
me? So you know, that's my nigga Shade, boy. My bad. My
But
bad.
no, it's
That's okay.
cool. It's cool.
We
It
just
was
gotta give
like,
you your
I got it.
flowers. You know what I'm saying? Gotta give
man,
you your flowers, you heard?
it was just one of those joints. Like I was like, a feel good joint. I mean, I
Mm.
might not know and love the song that well, but I know I can make it sound good for the people that remember that sound. I'm not trying to make myself appeal to no young cats. I'm trying to make people that lives my life on a day-to-day basis, and we still need that soundtrack for our lives. Period. But
Yep.
that was one of those jams that I was happy to blend. And like with the layering, yeah, you need it. You need it.
Yep. All right, I got it up now. So let me play it real
Okay,
quick.
cool.
And it sounds like it could be on the mixtape too.
Mhm.
Yo, Shade, send me
Yeah.
that. Send me that song, yo.
You got, oh, you want the song?
Yeah, the song.
Okay, I got you.
I got the beat too?
Yeah, you got the beat.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. I
No, I
sent it
don't.
during. Yes, I did.
He said,
Look,
yes,
it's
I
in under
did.
the folder. It's the flip extras. Yes, it is.
Oh,
I
there it
sent
is.
you that one.
Yo, send me both. That song and the beat. Send me
See,
both.
Okay,
about to go
All
in
okay,
on
I
that.
got you. I got
That's
you.
crazy, nigga.
I got you. But that was like during COVID era. Like that's when I was like, all right, I'm gonna start doing flips and taking it serious. Like did a toxic series, but you know what I mean, like taking just jams that was in the mainstream, putting them over my type of production, trying to just bridge a gap and you know, just trying to help out the culture at that time. But
Right.
it was COVID. People didn't want to, you know what I mean? People didn't catch on, but I'm glad I made it because now people are catching on, and that's a good thing. So,
There you go.
Back.
Yeah.
Wait, well, how Bill Cosby do?
right, right. That's crazy. You went to the SoundCloud. Like, that's dope. That is real dope.
Now, see, you said the two of you known each other longer than been making music. How did the two of you meet each other?
It
I
was,
don't remember. Was
it
it
was,
poetic? It was poetic.
it's poetic. And it was during that Cobainish, my first project. I did a Cobainish remix project and they was working together, but
Shout to
and
poetic.
oh wait a minute. Oh, here I go.
Because poetic
And
was from Pittsburgh, and I was
she was
working
like,
with
"Oh, I'm gonna
poetic,
let
and she,
Seed hear it."
yeah, yeah,
And she was like, "Talk to Seed," and me and Seed was just talking, and he was like a real ill. He was like, "That's a real ill Biggie remix," and we was just talking about the remixes. And
yeah,
then, you know what I mean? Every once a year or so, we'll interact, make sure
yeah,
everybody's good. And
yeah.
then he came out during the alpha era, like, "Yo, I need a beat." And I'm like,
Hmm.
cool. And I sent him two. One I know he's gonna put out with the Aguilar flip, the 6 Star Miller one with the loud cheering. You was gonna do it with Jooks. I'll send you a reminder.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
woo! Wait, yeah, you did send me those two,
Yep, I sent
but
you
but
that, and
but
I
s-
sent you the beat for Paper
no, that shit
Planes.
gonna be for me and Mims.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But I sent him that. It was that and Paper Planes. So he kept the other one, but recorded the Paper Planes. And then after that,
Woo.
he it was time for Four Finger Ring 2 because Four Finger Ring 1, I believe he did hit me, but I was in my own personal life, so
Got you.
you know what I mean. But 2, he hit me up, and then I was like, and he knew what he wanted. He wanted that 8 million stories flip. So I threw it off to him, and then he hit me up like, "You need to be in 6 Man." So him and Joe, put me in the rope, and then next thing you know, after the Megs album, I'm thinking, I'm just doing singles for the comp or something, or him and the Rusty Jokes. He's like, "You're next." I was like, "Oh, this ain't 6 Man for no reason." Like, oh, I got called up, and then
Yeah,
it was right after the murder Megs. Like, that's a hard act to follow. Like, what? Wait, whoa,
yeah,
whoa, whoa. I just
yeah.
got in here. Wait a minute. I
I
ain't
just
ready
got
for that. But and then that's when we
Nah,
just
you
would
got
talk
that
like at least
talent though.
3-4 times a week on how we going to execute the Flip Wilson. And it was definitely a collaborative effort. Like I wanted it to be a mixtape at first.
Yeah.
Like I wanted the jams on there, but I wanted like DJ cut it up, a DJ talking over it, over some like Kid Capri type mixtape album. But then
Hmm.
after that, couple weeks into it, was like, all right, we're gonna do these songs. But then it was just like I want to bring back a soundtrack that not just the East Coast would be like, yeah, but New York. And I'm not from New York,
At
but
all.
I've studied the Diddy Bop of New York hip hop as long as I live. And I know I know that sound that y'all hear on Flip Wilson, that
Hmm.
is something that you would hear back in 97,
True. Very true.
2002. And it was like the next to blow, but then let's be honest, it got cheaper for the sound that we will call New York now.
Right.
And I always feel like New York is the mecca of hip hop. And if I could do anything for the culture, it's to say, look, I understand your sound.
Yeah.
Here it is. Take it. This is I if I want to help New York get that sound back because without that sound, it wouldn't be none of it. Period.
Yeah, I
So
didn't really have I didn't have any Shade understood the assignment. You know, and that's the thing. Like same with Megs, like same with S2. Like when I do these projects, um, you know, I like them to be with producers who understand the assignment. I mean, people could say what they want about me personally, but they could never say that I don't know how to put together good music. Like, we really curate this stuff. Like, for
mhm,
example, Times Square, right? Times Square, that flip is the BB King flip. But we all know that record. Every record that sampled that was a West Coast record.
Yep.
And they're all fire. Like you know what I mean? Especially Bird in the Hand. Um, Even Kendrick's joint. I mean, yo, any joint that I heard over that BB King sample is fucking crazy. I've never heard anything whack to that, right? So I've always wanted to rap to it. I remember Boys in the Hood, the first time I ever really heard it, really. When the
Hmm.
red car pulled up on Trey, rolled down the window, Trey got the plate, and the shit, dun, 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 dun. I was like, what the fuck is that? And I'm in high school when that came
mhm,
out. You know what I
mhm,
mean? So when I told Shay about it, it's like I didn't have to tell him make it real New York. He did the beat. The funny thing about Shade is me and Shade will talk right now. I'll be like, yo, Shade, I got an idea. Woo, 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 woo. He'd be like, word. I wake up, that
mhm.
shit's in my inbox.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So
That's
I
ill.
listened to it and it exceeded what I thought. To me,
Mhm,
there there ain't too many beats fucking with that beat. Like mute my vocals, take me out of it.
mhm.
Just play the beat, nigga. That beat is crazy. And you gotta be a puncher on that beat. You have to. You have to. So the feeling of that beat was very New York. The fact that Shade ain't from New York and he was able to make that sound like New
He
York.
got
When
that.
I
Yeah.
heard the beat, the first thing I thought was Times Square,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
Um, the audacity to take such a West Coast joint and flip
Something
it
like that. Hmm.
Mhm.
Salute.
to
Big
New
salute.
York. But no shade to LA. No shade to the West Coast. I'm one of
Not
the
at all.
biggest,
Mhm.
the one of the
Mhm.
biggest West Coast hip hop fans, bro. Love them.
I got some West Coast flips coming too. Don't
Ooh.
worry.
Let's get it.
Okay. See?
Mhm.
Let's give the people visuals
But
for Times
even
Square.
with that Times Square, like when I made it, it was one of those type of jams. Like I knew it was a West Coast sample. Like everybody from the West Coast used it, and I wanted it New York, so I had to put myself in a like set
That's
a
the West
picture.
Coast who shot you.
Yeah, it was a picture
Mm.
of like what would be the soundtrack of my personal first time coming to New York. Like
Yeah.
when I sent it to Seed, it was already filtered in the beginning because that is the escalator. And as soon as you come up out that escalator, there go those lights. That was a synergy me and Seed had with that song that we never even discussed. But when he said I called it Times Square, I think I sent him a long yo. Didn't even explain why it was a long yo. I didn't even hear the lyrics of the jam. I think he just said the lyrics in the 6-man group chat.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, I hear this rough. But him telling me it was Times Square, I was like, yo. because when I made it, I wanted it to sound like my first time at Times Square.
That's
And
Yeah,
he
heavy.
came
the
even with the
synergy,
intro.
Thank
the
The
synergy was
intro,
incredible.
like he's warning me, they're gonna
Yeah.
get you. And I'm gonna be honest, my first 5 minutes in New York, I took a picture of El with Elmo, and I was going to send it to my son. This dude wanted $50, and I'm on my Pittsburgh. You ain't getting nothing. And this dude was on some other shit, and he got the $50, but it was Elmo. I wish I had seen. They were telling me on that escalator, I'm gonna get my pockets dug as soon as I get off that bitch. But that was one of those jams that we didn't even speak about it. It happened.
you. Just
Hmm.
happened. That's dope. Dope.
Hmm.
Dope. Let's play the
And then
video.
there's shit like Moonwalk, like
Ooh.
cause you remember like
Hmm.
Shay told me
Hmm.
Shay was like, yo, it's wild because when we finished, like I was playing around with the sequence for a minute, right? I kind of had an idea of what it was, but I was playing around with it for a minute. When I did Times Square was gonna open the album up. And I think I had
Hmm.
Moonwalk later in the album. And we spoke. Shade's original thing with Moonwalk was he was like, yo, I want this shit to start off with a real big New York flip. And we was it was where I'm from that he was gonna work on. And I was like, bet. I woke up the next morning and it wasn't where I'm from, it was Moonwalk, which was a different Jay Z, but if not Jay Z, it was a Rockefeller joint, it's a Mills joint, actually. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Um, but I think that was perfect because it's unexpected. Like you're not thinking of that. Like it would be
Hmm.
cliche. You know, I'm from Marcy. Go with where I'm from. Like you know what I mean? Like or go with a Biggie record. The fact that
Hmm.
he was had enough um IQ to be like, yo, you know what? Let's go deeper into the rock. It's a joint Jay's on. It's
Hmm.
hard.
Hmm.
You know, and we got Moonwalk.
And it definitely the idea came from like me having a just a quick instant memory of For the Fan was the intro to one of DJ Clue's mixtapes. It was before
Mm,
the Jam Cam. It was an exclusive, a leak. And when he leaked it, it was one of those songs that when Clue leaked it, Cass was jamming to it because Rock at that time didn't have a posse cut.
the
So it was
fact.
like, how can we get that? Where I from, it was just easy. And I was like, what was another Rockefeller jam? It had to be Rockefeller because he's from Marcy. I was like, what other Rockefeller jam that made an impact, but nobody's going to talk about? But when they hear it, they're going to be like, oh. And like I said, this is a perfect way for people that never even heard For the Fam. Go back, listen to the For the Fam. We got Beanie, Jay, dope jam.
I think it's better than For the Fam. And I
Oh yeah,
love
it
For the
is.
Fam. I
It is.
love For the Fam, but shit.
But it was just
That
one of those posse cuts that I was like, and it began a Clue tape. I remember it was just a perfect sparker, period.
yeah, yeah,
And Seed always have a Triumph Sparker. Every album he got, that first jam ain't nothing to play with. So, and it sets the mood. Yeah, so that was definitely the theme behind Moonwalk.
yeah. Um, yeah. I and like, oh, let me think. Like, I mean, there was joints that were because you know a lot of people I see in some of the reviews, like it's like, yo, they didn't know which ones was which at first, and the
Mhm.
fun was figuring it out. Um, I can't really see which ones would have been hard to figure out. I think they all kind of obvious. Like maybe Driller until the end when
Yeah.
it You hear the Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that, and then it all. I love how it ends because it's like you'd be like Driller, Thriller. Oh, okay. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Um, but shit like Nixon 8, it is I think if someone wants to say cliche, maybe that, but not really because not too many people. Well, French did something to that, right? Yeah, the Coke Boy
Yeah,
shit.
I think he did.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. And
It
that
was
shit
one
was
of those
hard.
if
I ain't
you
going
know,
front.
you
That shit
know
was hard.
jams. I'll tell you that much. Worldwide was definitely one of those house party jams. It
Yeah.
wasn't at the clubs.
Yeah.
DJs had it.
Very
It was
true.
definitely in the house party rotation.
Yeah.
So when you came up with the idea, see, I was just like, whoa, all right.
Yeah.
But
Cause
I
I
that
always wanted to rap to that, bro.
mm-hmm,
See, look, this was so much fun because it's like being as an MC, it's like being a kid in a candy store. Yo, Shay, you used to rap, so you
mm-hmm.
could probably feel what I'm saying. Like I
Oh
know there's
yeah.
joints that you always wanted to rap on that you just didn't get, or you wished were your beats when they
That's what
came
it
out.
yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
know
I
what I'm
told
saying? So shit like that, like shit like New York State of Grind, um, shit like damn, yo, like there's that like I can't even. There's joints that's on the table that we didn't even get to that
mm-hmm,
y'all didn't even hear. That's fucking stupid. Like we could have
mm-hmm.
kept going. That's the scary part.
Mm.
And it was going to get darker. Like
Get
to me,
dark.
the two dope boys in the Cadillac was definitely the tunnel.
Oh God. Yeah, he
Yeah,
flipped two dope boys in the Cadillac.
that was definitely a tunnel soundtrack of how it went. Yeah, just I ain't gonna talk no
Yo,
more.
the
Go
Jill
see.
Scott Golden shit. The
Mm-hmm.
Golden shit.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, there's so much out there, that you would want to rhyme over, and with Shade's ability and his ear for it, I'm sure part two is going to be just as monstrous as the original.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We was just we this was the jab.
Mm.
This is round
See?
one. Like we testing y'all. We not even testing y'all. You know, round one in a fight, you ain't trying to knock the nigga head off. You
Mm.
feeling him out. You like, yo, how you trying to fight? Is he a counter puncher? Do we fight on the back foot? Do we get like you know what I'm saying? Like you feeling the nigga out. And then by round two, now you doing you. Round three, by round three, four, he should be on the floor. We sound
Yep.
like Muhammad Ali there.
Yeah.
By round three of floor four, he should be on the floor.
Right. Right.
Nixon 8.
Mm-hmm.
That's ill.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Now let's talk about something else also with the album. Um, Bloodline. You got Souvenirs. People might sample Crystal Waters. Some might not know C's related.
Yeah, that's my
And
family.
then Flip, Flip Wilson, the album.
Mm-hmm.
Found out that you also related.
Mm-hmm.
To
Crazy.
Shay Cobain.
Yep.
That's Shay
Yeah.
Cobain
Yep.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a family
Wow.
affair.
Yep.
It's a
Yeah.
family affair. I think, yo, you know what? I think, like, remember what I said earlier about what Jay-Z said about having the artist in the room and you leave the door crack and you let God in. I think this project is just it's just one of those things because
Mm-hmm.
everything just lined up.
Yeah,
Everything.
dude.
Like it
Yeah,
wasn't,
dude.
I also want to shout out Device Tracks. I want to
Facts.
shout out AB the Autocrat. I want to shout out
Facts.
DJ Green. They were responsible for making us sound good.
Oh
You,
yeah.
they
Oh
were
yeah.
responsible for it, and a huge part of the team, all three of them.
I mean, the
Couldn't
last
have
two
did it
weeks was
without
the
them.
hardest. I'm gonna tell
Mhm.
you, the last 2 weeks was the hardest. Like I lost files because of computer crash. Thank God
Yeah,
of backups. engineers. We had to go back and forth with engineers because of, everyday life that cats got to go through.
Right.
But you know what? Everybody held it down. Nobody didn't lose the course. Like, you know what? We're going to get this done. Nobody lost their cool. And if it wasn't, because Seed was telling me from the beginning, this is going to be a classic. He's like, don't know, not the classic that everybody talk. No, this is something that people's going to talk about for years.
Yeah, man.
And just looking at the reviews and seeing what's going on, I ain't doing it. See, so when I say this, don't get mad. But I can stop today. I contributed what I said I wanted to do with hip hop. But now I got a new goal is to help keep it going with Seed, with the 6-man crew. So more work to get done. More, and it's
Yeah,
all about
I hear that.
authenticity with me. I'm not trying to be that number one producer cat. None of that. When I come out with the music, it's about authenticity for the culture. And that's about it. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't want the authority, the kingdom. No. Take me as being true. That we haven't had that in a long time.
Say it
People love
loud.
characters. They love characters nowadays. And even with
Mm-hmm.
production, like everybody's a character. Everybody want to follow this cookie cutter prototype of what a producer is, what a producer does. One thing that hip hop hasn't did in a long time, you make those beats, but did you share your soul? And my soul definitely is the culture. It sounds so cliche, but if you get to know me, you're like, oh my God, this dude. If I want, I want to be a historian at the end of the day. When I can't press the buttons no more to make beats, I want to be a griot. Tell the story of what I've learned and seen from this music.
That's special. I hear
Mm-hmm.
that.
Word.
Definitely, definitely. Big shout out to JoJo that's tuning in, 6-man.
XO Joe in the
Yes, sir.
building.
She helped organize this, so I always gotta salute her. But she
Word up.
also said in the comments when you were talking earlier off the bench, Shade, you gotta
Mm-hmm.
tell us how Seed got you to come and just do this whole project. And then we see your energy, we see
Mm-hmm.
Seed's energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you love what you do. Seed loves what you do. So,
Mm-hmm.
tell us how he got that battery in your back to create Flip Wilson.
But you know what? It wasn't no battery.
Okay.
He asked.
He just asked. Okay.
He asked. He just asked. And I'm like, word. And then when he said, yo, Shade, you're next. Okay, word. I put in my trust in him. You know what I mean? He's been through the grind before. He's seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So if he ain't stressed about it, and if I send him something, he's like, yo, I don't feel it. You know what? I'm going to send you another one. All right. All
Yeah,
you
it
got to
was
do is ask.
easy. It was
Yeah.
easy, yo. It was easy.
Yeah. You just, he asked. I got you. I know what hip hop's about. That's
Yeah.
not going to be a hard part. I know what he's about. I'm not going to sit there and say, I'm going to send you a groove if I don't know who you are. Because
Yo, you
after
hear
that,
him? He said a groove. You
Uh-huh.
hear him?
Yep.
yeah, I'm not sending nothing to you unless I know your work. Like, so,
He getting me hype right now
mhm.
to start work on the next one.
Yeah, that 4 finger 3, oh my God.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah. 4 Figure Ring 3.
Uh-oh.
That's
Oh
what's
yeah,
up, man.
that's the next one. That's the next one. Yeah, man. No, don't. I
Yeah,
gotta slow down. I gotta send little batches.
yeah. Yo. We got some things to talk about on this one.
hmm hmm
Got some things to It's
I hear
not what
that.
y'all
Yeah,
think, though. It's not what y'all think.
yeah,
But
yeah.
we got some things to talk.
But
See,
yeah, man.
you've been going in as always. You're always a visual person doing videos. You had your daughter, also getting involved in the past with some of your videos. Now you also with the AI videos as well, which I've seen Excel's video and also the one you posted for Move.
Yeah. That's something that yo, I'm just creative. I like to create. You know what I'm saying? If you take away the ability to create from me, that's how you'll really kill me. You won't yo, throwing insults and stuff like that stuff don't hurt me. You take away my ability to escape into something, then that's how you really get me, bro. Um, with that, we got not only rapping, we do films. I've got movies out. Yeah, I've been in movies. Um, we do I've started to shoot my own videos and edit them just because, yo, man, like as independent artists, I think that we should learn to be more self-sufficient. Like
Mm-hmm.
the one thing that I really want to learn how to do is mix and master. Like that's the next thing that I want to learn how to do. I already know how to record myself. Shout to Honey De Niro. She taught me how to record myself.
Or
Yeah, you know what I'm
That's,
saying?
that's dope.
Um, like to record myself and be comfortable, confident recording myself. Like
Mhm.
she taught me that. Um, but with the videos, I watching when I go out and I'm like, okay, hey, I want to shoot a video today. It's tough because you have to think location, you have to think time of day. A lot of these things could be redundant. How many times you gonna shoot a video in front of the corner store or in front of some graffiti or in a how many times you gonna do that? Like that's cool. Like ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I'm not saying because to be honest with you, let's keep it 100. Don't nobody give a fuck about your video anyway. Like they watch the shit like once or twice. It's not like back in the days where we had Rap City and your MTV Raps where the shit is programmed where you watching this shit, you're tuning in to watch the shit. There's no
Yep.
platform like that. You're going to YouTube and selecting what you want. And there's so much shit out there. You not your own man ain't watching your shit 500 times, right?
nope.
So I just figure, yo, man, like why not? That's why it doesn't matter how many views you get. Like it doesn't matter. Like that shit doesn't fucking matter. Like it's you gotta just submit shit into the just do it, man. You putting bricks into the wall, man.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so with the AI shit, I'm thinking, yo, maybe I want to make a video where I'm in space. Like I have a song on something greater than myself. It's called Hello Down There. Um, Team Demo produced it. Shout to them. Yogi from Crew, he's on the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's basically talk about how you feel so distant from the world. You feel like you're looking down from a satellite and at the world, and the world is crazy. What if I wanted to animate that? Like, I can't do nothing like that
Mm-hmm.
in front of some graffiti, bro.
Right,
So,
Right.
how
right.
many songs I got that's so visual like that that I can't really do? Like, open my mind and be creative and give you a visual for. Like, so I think that plus if there's someone that I have a record with that passed away that's not here, or maybe the dude is too busy, maybe he lives in another state, another country, another planet. Doesn't matter. I can make a video with them in it. The New York State of Grind video, we got Nas in it.
Chubby Nos.
Chubby Nas. Listen, he's chubby now. Like, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Listening to our record over his beat in the video.
Yeah,
Like, so I taught myself how to do it. I'm having fun learning how to do it and, getting better with each video. So that's it, bro. I think the first
definitely.
shit I was fucking with was the all fact shit. The
Mm-hmm.
move, all
Move.
fact shit.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And but I fucked up. See, I was learning. I didn't know to put that shit as 16,
Oh, by 9, right?
16 by 9. That shit
Mhm.
was so that video is a for now it's a fucking real exclusive. I'm gonna do it over. I'm gonna do it over and like really do it, and we'll have go one.
Dope, dope.
You know,
Man,
holla at me for those AI videos too, y'all.
there it is.
Mhm.
I don't want to keep the two of y'all much longer, but I do want to give C the shout out for inviting me to the mental health talk group. And
Yeah,
the, I wouldn't say the response, but a lot of people go through so much. And to hear the similarities that a lot of people wouldn't expect, and to have that space to be able to speak on it, I appreciate you doing that.
no doubt. Um, it's important. I think a lot of people. I think everybody going through something. Everybody fucked up, bro. And I just feel like sometimes people feel like they don't have an outlet or nowhere to just vent. Where ain't nobody gonna judge what you saying. Like ain't nobody gonna. You could just get it out, and you're either gonna get support or you're gonna get silence. You know what I mean? Like that type of a situation. So yeah, it's just a safe space. I know sometimes that seems to be a what's the word? A cliche, another cliche word. "Hey, this is a safe space.
Mhm.
Najee Ramba, right? But it truly is. Yeah, it truly is. Shout out to Roxanne Hughes, co-moderator. She holding it down, and making sure that is good in there. So good
Appreciate that.
stuff. Yeah.
Definitely.
Word, word.
I want the two of you to pick one of the music videos to play
Hmm.
before we head up out of here. So y'all pick one.
Oh man,
We each pick one.
Yeah.
Which one, Shay?
I New York State of grind. That is the state of grind one, man.
Yeah.
That one or Knicks at 8. One of the two.
Nah, you gotta pick one, bro.
Knicks and 8.
Nixon there.
Nixon
All right.
eight.
Yeah.
Um, what are they? I don't know which ones we got. Let's go Times Square.
Oh,
Yeah,
State of
let's go Times
souvenirs.
Square. Yeah, let's go Times
Times
Square.
Square. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
word,
Yeah.
word. Yeah, Times Square it is. Times Square it is.
Now, which one you gonna play? You gonna play both?
I'm gonna do Times Square.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay,
Times
okay.
Square. Times Square.
I mean, you can't go wrong with either, y'all. Like
That's true.
you can't go wrong with either.
That's true.
Let me get that real quick.
Steven Seedsburg on the direction. Yes, sir.
All right, there it is. Cool.
Shout to the whole 6 man. Shout to
Mhm.
Cortona P. He coming soon. Shout to
Nice.
Honey De Niro. Shout to LR Blitzkrieg. Shout to
Right.
XO Joe. Van Guns got an album July 22nd. Way of the Guns. That shit coming out.
That shit's
Um,
cold too. That
shit,
shit's
fuck, bruh. I'm telling you, we coming, y'all.
oh
Pause.
my
Shout
God.
to Murder Meg. Shout to Freak Show. Shout to Gray Hairs. Shout to Frank. Shout to everybody, man. It's a lot of us, man.
And
A lot of us.
six.
Yo,
Hmm.
being that you just shouted them all out,
Shout to Timmy Gunn. Shout to Scheme. You know,
Mhm.
if y'all ever do a posse cut, that moonwalk joint would be perfect.
a
Mm.
remix, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We got
Nigga,
oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah. Make sure you're careful in them tourist spots when you hit the town, man. New York, New York. Especially when you hit Times Square. Get them pockets dug, bitch. Let's go.
Yeah. Big 6 man shit. Yeah. J. Cobain. New York, New York. I love it here. Get caught slipping on the deuce though. Oh, nigga. Look, and if I say it once, I'ma say it twice. You gon' get the same nigga, whether it's day or night. Not a tough guy by any means, but I will spray the pipe. It's what you ain't your life. Watch what you say, nigga. Just say it right. Course I'm so close, I'm doing the kid and play with Spike. One time, make your nights work like they your paradise. Take your stripes off your arm, very precise. Scary price to pay, cause you ain't hearing right. Shells big as a terabyte. Rip through the flesh of them niggas, figure they staring right. They gon' do me something, but fuck it, I be prepared to fight. You a fuck boy with a beard, you like a hairy dyke, the rarest type. Online frontin', you only there for likes. Bad C, 6 man shit, should be aware of Christ, cause he the big homie. I dare you to make him very tight. My son hop out with the sandals, it be a scary sight. Blood of Jesus all on the handle, we handle parasites. You ain't doing me no favors by moving with that behavior. Matter of fact, it's major, it got me shooting the neighbors. Times Square, watch your pockets, you need a savior. Wolves out, digging your pocket, snatching the paper. You ain't doing me no favors by moving with that behavior. Matter of fact, it's major, it got me shooting the neighbors. Times Square, watch your pockets, you need a savior. Wolves out, dig your pocket, snatching. And just like what some say, I love Monday, cause it's another chance to put a jet on the runway. The Lord day is Sunday, so get all the gunplay. The shooters get your shot, I'm stretched out just for 1K. They cry when the Pope died, I ain't got no time, cause I identify more with the brothers in bow ties. The drums start drumming, but it's muffled, it's lo-fi. Bad C, I'm better than them niggas you co-sign. Stupid, I was dunking on them niggas the whole time. Tomahawk, windmill shit, boy, the whole nine. Stand over you niggas that be stuck in the old time. There's no line you saying that's gonna make me not throw mine. Catch up, boy, I took a shit on the goal line. I did shit 20 years ago, you could hope by. Little nigga, I don't care who you chill and who you smoke by. Your resume toilet paper compared to when I post. You ain't doing me no favors by moving with that behavior. Matter of fact, it's major, it got me shooting the neighbor. Times Square, watch your pockets, you need a savior. Wolves out, digging your pocket, snatching the paper. You ain't doing me no favors by moving with that behavior. Matter of fact, it's major, it got me shooting the neighbor. Times Square, watch your pockets, you need a savior. Wolves out, digging pockets, snatching your paper.
6 man.
Yeah,
Times Square.
yeah, yeah.
If you have not heard Flip Wilson yet, get to it.
Get to it quick.
If you ain't heard Flip Wilson yet, you're bugging. But you're in for a good surprise. Better late than never. Turn that shit on. Just turn it on.
Definitely the soundtrack right now.
Definitely, and that joint thumps in the whip too. I play at home and I play in the whip.
It was definitely made for the whip.
Yeah.
I always say, see, yo, I want it to sound like it's coming out of some truck, like it's coming out of an Escalade. That was one of my. I always had a truck in my head of how it was gonna sound, man. Yeah.
Yo, I have a policy. Everything must bang. Like I don't know if y'all peep, but I could have songs that I love, but if it don't bang, it ain't going on the album. I have to. They have to be bangers. They have to be bangers. Remember the song? Everything must change. Everything must bang. Word. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Facts, bro. There's no negotiation. And I think the producers understand that about me. You know, like when we're working on it. You know, like look at the Megs album. Like
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
look at Four Finger Ring.
Every single time. Yeah.
Like it's a policy. Yeah, you know what I mean? So you know, like how people be like, yo, you can't smoke in here. It's a policy.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me?
Yep, man. And y'all are already talking about part 2, so
We talk about part 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
damn.
I'm just saying, like,
I know there's people out there like, don't do part 2. Just keep it. No, 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 no. So it's like 50 years of our music, 50 years of music that we lived
Word.
through. We can't spread it out at least for 10 volumes.
Plus,
Have
everybody
some.
about to start biting anyway. Like, we
Oh,
supposed
I
Mhm.
know.
to,
I know.
Speak on it.
we supposed to let them start biting, like, and not keep dropping the real shit.
Right. We're going back to time life music. This is hip hop right now.
It is.
Get used to it. Get used
Facts.
to it.
So before we go, let us know what else is going on with Six Man Entertainment.
Van Guns, Way of the Guns, July
Right?
22nd. 6 Man presents. You know, he's a very ill producer with us.
Mhm.
Um, OG, you know, repping that VA. I'm
Yep.
excited for him. His first single is featuring 6 Man's own Katona P.
Woo.
Um, you know, it's a special project, man. I
Mhm.
think y'all gonna dig that. So that's July 22nd. Honey De Niro and Megs, they got Act 2 of
Oh,
that
Mhm.
HDXMM coming.
Mhm.
That'll be shortly after that. You
Mhm.
know, the train keep coming. The train keep coming. Yeah, yeah. The train keep coming. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You feel me? JoJo dropping her album. Totally produced by Murder Megs. So, you know, that's I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Those that are like all overdubs.
JoJo is not dropping no album, y'all. Um, but nah, Murder Megs actually has a producer album coming out. Where you know she's got MCs that she's feeling on the shit. So you know that's coming soon. 6 Man Films is coming back.
nice.
Um, yeah, we got some movies in the pipeline that you know I'm about to start working on. We got a lot of stuff, man. Got a lot of stuff. You know,
Everything is relevant. Trust me. Six
Right.
Man is not for the bullshit. So I appreciate any creativity that y'all drop because it's always worth checking out, listening, and
word,
support.
Word.
word. So, shout
Once
to
again,
shout to Summertime too. Like shout to Summertime because Summertime is strong, bruh. Summertime has the ability to change moods and
mhm,
you know, shout to Summertime. Like hey, everybody drink water and you know, try to stay cool, man. It's hot out there and it ain't even really start yet. Like, you know.
Right.
that's
Right.
yeah. Don't remind me.
Shout out to Summertime. I'm a winter baby. Like I ain't with all this shit, bro. You know what I mean? Give me a foot of snow. I'm good. Like niggas don't like that shit. I throw a North Face on in a minute. Like don't what? 100 degrees. Like what are you talking about? 90. What?
Right.
Scooby Dooby Doo? Like what are you talking about? You know.
Bad
So
seed as always. Appreciate you coming through. Shade.
yeah, man.
I definitely look forward to hearing more of your flips, and I will
Yes, sir.
always be checking out your SoundCloud as well as your Bandcamp, which I dropped a link tree for both of y'all in the comments. So if
Okay.
anybody's been tuning
Word.
in, y'all can go check it out as well.
Van
Word.
Guns, Way of the Guns, July 22nd, y'all. Six
There it
Man
is.
Top
Entertainment.
that. Listen to that. And it's free. There's no
Free.
excuse for
Free.
y'all to go grab that. It is free. He is
F
giving you
R FREE. Free. The free 99, nigga.
that too much Fuego, but it's free.
Free 99 plus tax, nigga.
Get it? No excuse.
Word.
It is. On behalf of our HHDG media crew, we're gonna say peace.
Peace.
Peace.